What's up? It's Sheree. I'm here with another video for you today. Today I'm actually doing a makeup tutorial and I'm trying out lots of new products and just playing around in makeup. It's a rainy day, my kids are napping, my husband's watching television and not worried about me, so I'm back here playing in makeup and I want you to stick with me and see how some of my products turn out. I will be using the Pastel Goth by Kat Von D for the first time, so you'll be able to see how I liked it. But yeah, this is my look. If you like the look that I've created, please continue to watch this video. Thanks so much. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Makeup Forever primer. This is the Step 1 Skin Equalizer, and it's supposed to mattify. It doesn't actually mattify very well for my skin, but it's what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. And I'm going to take about this much and smooth it all over my face. Okay, now that my face is nice and primed, I'm going to go ahead and move in with some foundation. I just picked up this foundation and I'm going to butcher the name, so forgive me. It's the Lancome Paris Tint Idol Ultra 24-Hour Makeup. And the color that I got is 450 Suede In. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's a beautiful bottle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the back of my hand so you can see how much I'm using. And this is going to be my first time using it myself. They did color match me in Sephora, so hopefully it goes well. And I'm trying out this new e.l.f. brush. It is supposed to be a selfie blurring foundation brush, so $6. I'm giving it a shot. So. Okay, I'm gonna go in with some more foundation. I'm going to see if I can do some more coverage. I do have some dark spots on my cheeks that I don't want to actually use a concealer for. I really want to see how well this foundation works and if it could be just a really good coverage foundation. So. This brush. And I guess I'll go ahead and conceal a little bit on my chin and a little bit here. Maybe on my nose too. Well, I can already tell you that I prefer to do my concealer with the Beauty Blender because I can squeeze it and it will fit into that area a little bit better. I'm sure I have a concealer brush, I just don't feel like looking for it at the moment, but I think it's kind of neat to try something new, because if I was traveling and I only wanted to take one brush, then I guess I'd have to figure it out, right? So it's nice that I'm actually in this situation so I can test it out. And I'll tell you what, I really like this brush for $6. It blends out really well. I don't feel like it's eating up more makeup than my Morphe foundation brush, so I think it's doing pretty good. Okay, so my foundation and my concealer are now blended out. And I'm going to go ahead and set this concealer in place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Laura Mercier. I have the travel size setting powder, and this is the translucent powder. And I'll be using a Morphe brush. This is a Morphe R5 to set my under eye and other highlighted areas. I like to press the product in. I'm not actually going to bake, but I do want the product to sit undisturbed for a couple of minutes. Okay, moving on, I'm going to actually use a powder foundation. And I'm going to be using the Naked Skin by Urban Decay Ultra Definition Powder Foundation in Medium Dark Golden. Comes in this really cute case, which I love. It's like a drawstring bag with purple flowers on it. Okay, this is what the color looks like. And I'll be taking my big powder brush, and this is also a Morphe brush. It's a Morphe E1. And as you can see, I'm knocking away some of that setting powder that was sitting underneath my under eye and other highlighted areas as well. I really like this powder because I feel like you don't have to use a lot to get really good coverage. I also think it might look nice if I just used concealer on my dark spots and just used a powder, which is kind of nice to not always have to use a liquid foundation. So this seems to be a really good powder and I love it. Alright, so now that my powders are all on my face, everything's all blended in, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of contouring. And to contour, I'm actually going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit that I just got, and this one is medium to tan. And I'm going to be taking the darkest color, which is the contour shade right here, and I'll use that to contour my face. First thing I'll do is I'll take this little Luxie brush. It is a 512 to do a line, and then I'll blend it out. Okay, so now that I've kind of laid down a line, I obviously don't want it to stay this dark. I'm actually going to go in with a different brush, and I'm going to try to blend this out so that it's nice and smooth. I'll be using another Morphe brush. This one is in Morphe 530, and I'll be using that to kind of smooth it out. And I'm just lightly blending because I don't want to remove the other makeup products that are underneath the contour. And I see that it's not blending as well as I wanted it to, which is okay because I think I'll go in with a bronzing powder to make it a little bit more blended. I may have laid it down a little bit too harsh with that Luxie brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use one of my MAC powders. I will go in with my Deep Dark by MAC. It's a mineralized skin finish. This is what it looks like. Oh yeah, it's much better. So it still is a very clear contour, but it isn't as harsh as it was before. I'm taking this MAC powder and I'm actually going along my perimeter of my face. Add a little bit warmth to my face. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is put on some highlight. And today I'm going to be trying a new highlighter. It is in this little cute compact palette. It is the Manizer Sisters. I'll be using Betty Luminizer, which is a bronzy type highlight. This one here on the end. And to apply my highlight, I will be using this Morphe brush. It is a M510. I think this is a very pretty highlight. I'm going to take a tiny little pencil brush by Morphe. It's an M431, and I'm going to use this to add a little bit of highlight to the bridge of my nose. And I will go back in with this highlight brush that I used before just to kind of blend it out a bit. Okay, so now that I have on some highlighter, I'm going to go in with some blush, and I'll be trying a new blush today. It is a Becca blush, and the color is Blush Copper. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous blush, and I absolutely love the packaging of all Becca products. It always makes me so excited to see these beautiful little cases. This is what the color looks like. And so I'm going to be taking one of my MAC brushes. It is a blush brush. The number has been rubbed off, but I believe it's a 416. I'm not sure. This is such a shimmery, bronzy blush that really, I mean, I probably won't ever use it with a highlight in the future, because I don't think it needs a highlight when you use this blush, but I do like this blush a lot. So now that I have this blush on, I just kind of want to blend everything a little bit better. So I'm going to go back in with this Morphe blending brush, contour blending brush, and I'm just going to sweep upward to try to get these things to kind of blend together. But I think that looks really pretty. Okay, so now that I have on all my face products, I'm going to move on to my eyes and my eyebrows. Okay, so for my eyebrows, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the brow definer, and the color of this one, I believe, is dark brown. And the first thing I'm going to do is comb out my brows. Okay, so now that I have my brows defined, I'm going to go ahead and set them, and I'll be using this clear eyebrow gel, and this gel is just by Ulta. It's a little messy, but I like that it has a tiny little brush. It actually is a sample size that came in one of their little free gift bags. Okay, so now that my eyebrows are down, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. And I'll be using this deluxe sample that I got from my Ipsy subscription of Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And this is supposed to be a 24-hour anti-crease shadow primer. However, I don't plan on ever keeping my makeup on that long. And I find too that a lot of the products that claim to be 24-hour don't last as long as I would like them to last anyway. I don't know why they say that. Probably because no one will ever test it out and try it for 24 hours. Unless you're a girl who likes to sleep in your makeup, which I am not. Okay, so now that my shadow primer is laid on the eyelids, I'm going to go ahead and move on to some eyeshadow, and this will be the fun part. I'm testing out this new Pastel Goth by Kat Von D palette, and I'll be using a couple of shades from the Metal Matte palette also, since I am looking for a better transition shade than what comes in that other palette. And so what I'm going to do is I will first start out with a blending brush, and I think I'll use this one today. This is a Morphe brush. It is a Morphe M433, and what I'll do is I'll go into this color here. It's Suede, and I'm going to lay that down as kind of like a transition shade. The next thing that I'll do is I will now go into this palette that I'm really excited to try. I'm going to go into Meow, which is this really light pinky purple shade. And I'm going to lay that right in the crease. I don't know if it's my brush selection or if it's the shadows, but I don't feel like I'm getting very much product. So I'm going to move on to using this Morphe M517. It's a little bit more compact, and rounded, so let's see if I get better color using this. That is definitely a little better. Now I'm going to go in with a different brush. I'm actually going to be using a packing brush. This one is in Morphe M167. And I'm going to take this packing brush and I'll pick up the color Clementine, which is this color here. It's kind of like a peachy color. I'm going to be putting it on the inner portion of my eye lid. Definitely packing it on is giving me better pigmentation, so that's good. I was a bit worried. Okay, so now that I have that on the inner corner, I'm actually going to go on the outer half of my eyelid, and I think I'd like to play with some gray, and there's kind of like a grayish green color here. So I'm going to put it on first lightly to see if I like it, and then if I don't like it, I'm going to pull some gray from the Metal Matte palette. I don't like the way that this is applying. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put it on this side just so that we match, and then I'll go in with a color from the other palette. I think we're pretty even. I'm going to now grab a more fluffier blending type brush. And this is an E22, also by Morphe. And I'm going to go into my other palette here and pick up the color Stone, which is a deep gray color. And I'm going to take it just on the outer corner. And see, now this palette, the colors are super, super pigmented and really smooth and easy to blend. I don't find that the pastel colors are quite as easy to blend as the Metal Mattes, so that's interesting. I thought they were going to be exactly the same. I really don't like the way it's blending. It's kind of disappointing because I was so excited about this palette. But I might just need to play around with it and figure out which brushes work best with these shadows. But it feels a little bit messy. It's not blending as smoothly as I thought it would. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into a pastel palette, and I'm going to pick up that Clementine color again because I've lost some of it after adding the gray, and I just want to see if I can't make it more vibrant by putting more. I do really like this color. It's a fun color. I like it so much that I think I actually might go over that original color that I put down. Ooh, do I want to do that? Yes, I do. No, I'm actually going to go back in with that Meow, and I'll actually put more Meow right here to just kind of blend out this dark gray that I've added, and I'll continue to use this packing brush. Okay, so I have the main shadows that I want to use, but now I want to really highlight and define this brow bone area. Now this color Skull in the palette seems extremely white. I don't know that I want to actually go that white, so I might actually, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this color Bone from the Metal Matte palette, because yes, it is white, but it's got more of a cream undertone. It's not so stark white, so I'm going to take this packing brush and apply the shadow on my brow bone. So that's done, and now that I'm done testing out these shadows, I feel like it's a little too flat. I really want to add some sparkle, and what I think I might do, I think I actually might dip into a totally different palette altogether. Okay, so I've decided to dip into my Urban Decay Moon Dust palette, and I'm actually going to be picking up this color here, and it's a pink glittery color, and it's Spectre. And so I'm going to take that packing brush again, and I'm going to spray it with a little setting spray. Actually, I'll use my Max Fix Plus. And I'm going to dip into that. It's a very peachy pink glitter color, and I'm just going to pack it right on top. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yep, that's what I want. That is what I want. Yes. I don't know if you can see that, but it's gorgeous. This color just took the Kat Von D pastel clementine color to the next level. Yeah. Wow, I really hope you can see this on camera because it is so sparkly and beautiful. Okay, I want to put a little bit here and here. All right. I'm liking the way this is coming out so far. The next thing I want to do is do some eyeliner. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Marc Jacobs pencil. It's just a black eyeliner pencil. So I have my basic line that I like to do. Now I'm going to add a little bit of a wing, and I'll use the Kat Von D tattoo liner to do that. And this color is Trooper. And I'm actually going to try to stick with the shape of the gray eyeshadow that I laid down. Oh yeah, I like it. Okay, so now that I have my eyeliner on, it's time to move on to some mascara, and I'll actually be trying out a new mascara. This is the Lash Sensational. I'm saying I'm trying it out, but really this is like the third time that I'm using it. I really like it, but I have to be careful because the wand can be a bit messy. Mascara is done, and I am really liking this look now. I'm liking it. Okay, I think I'm gonna move on to some lips, and my lips are really dry. I want to wear a liquid lipstick, but my lips are so dang dry. I'm gonna have to put something on them before I can put on a liquid lip. So I think what I'll do is I'll use a little bit of this lip treatment. It is a Canali lip treatment that I got in that Ipsy subscription bag, which I actually really enjoy. It's getting low, so I'm gonna have to buy some now. I just don't want my lips to be quite too dry, and I'm going to use a ColourPop liquid lipstick, and if you've ever used them, then you know how dry they can be. So let's see, what color do I want? I'm trying to choose between these two. One is more pink, one is more neutral. I think I'm gonna go more neutral, and I'll use a liner. So the liner that I'll be using today is actually a MAC liner. It's Chestnut, and I'll just lightly line my lips. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this ColourPop liquid lipstick, and the color is Airplane Mode. Okay, so this is Airplane Mode. If I'm being honest, it's a little bit pale for me. I think I need to gloss it up. So as soon as it sets, I'm gonna go ahead and add a gloss that has some type of glitter or shimmer or something, duochrome, I don't know. So I'm actually going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss, and this one is in Sunset Strip. Alright, so this is my look. I'm going to go ahead and use some setting spray, and because I want my makeup to last all day long, I'm going to be using what's left of my sample of Urban Decay All Nighter. Okay, so this is my look. It's very gold, it's very peach, and I got my pastels going on. I tried to do my goth wing liner. I hope you like it, but this is my look. If you liked this video and you like my look, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And I just really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this long video, and I hope you have a great day.